Your concern should be at a 10. Most people aren't aware of this.
There are a lot of potential concerns that come with working with nuclear materials. Protections for workers, the public, for the environment. But what about protecting the actual materials themselves? That's nuclear security, which is
The security of nuclear materials and the facilities that house them.
And it's not exactly easy. It takes international cooperation and lots of funds and governmental buy-in. And technology is making protecting nuclear material even harder.
You have to think about the physical security, you have to think about the cybersecurity, you have to think about the accountancy. It's a multi-layered approach that you're defending this facility from an onslaught almost.
Jack Brosnan works at the Partnership for Secure America. He and his colleagues just released a report on what the nuclear security threat environment looks like and what the role of Congress should be and why it should be leading on this issue. You probably would guess this is something handled by the executive branch, and partly you'd be right. For example, the Obama administration held nuclear security summits with leaders from all over the world, where countries would make promises on how they would improve nuclear security. Those aren't happening anymore, and so far the Trump administration hasn't signaled whether it will hold another one. Brosnan thinks that thanks to its role of oversight, Congress should be taking the lead on this issue by setting policy, allocating funds, and bringing more awareness to it, no matter who the president is.
Congress has a unique ability to lead in the long term, and nuclear security is an issue sort of built around the idea of vigilance. This is not an issue that ever goes away. There is no end state for nuclear security.
Congress has definitely been really involved on this issue in the past, notably in the Nunn-Lugar Amendment passed in 1991. The measure allocated funds to help the then Soviet Union to secure and destroy its nuclear weapons. But that amount of involvement isn't really around anymore. There is a working group in the House that focuses on nuclear security, but generally, no one's really paying that much attention. And in the report, Brosnan and his colleagues found most in Congress don't seem to really understand the issue.
Knowledge has kind of decayed from that post-Cold War period where people were focused on containing these kinds of nuclear threats in the post-Soviet Union.
Brosnan and his team feel like it's important for someone in the U.S. to start taking the wheel here.
It's an open position of leadership. It's a vacuum almost that requires someone or multiple people to step forward and provide leadership.
Are you hopeful that something's going to be done?
I'm very hopeful, and part of that is that I'm an optimistic, idealistic young person, but I think the other part of that is we've seen what this country can accomplish on nuclear security in the past, and not that far off in the past.